You did. I never. I
introduced you to true crime. All your special guests.
True. You know what?
Charcuterie.
I should be giving you a commission. I'm not trying to blame
honestly,
you.
This looks stupid.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Elise Diaries. We've got something special for you today. We are going to be making a charcuterie board as we prepare to watch the Love is Blind reunion. And for a special little treat, I've got my sister Amy with me, who you guys might recognize from my true crime channel, 10 to Life. She's done some guest appearances on there where we talk true crime. And this is actually the person who got me into true crime since I was like a tiny tot, watching Datelines, 2020s, everything. So we figured, what better way to build this charcuterie board than do it while we're talking about some of these crime cases that are going on. So that's what it's gonna be. I don't know a catchy name for like meat and murder. Is that good? Cheese and crime? No, that doesn't have a good ring to it. I don't know,
but I'm excited because I'm excited to watch Love is Blind.
I know. I'm so excited to watch Love is Blind.
Do you have any predictions?
Actually, I do. Before we get into the crime in this segment, I do. So I just caught up this morning on like the latest episode. I think that the second, what's-his-face, Kwame, finds out that Micah is single, I think he's going all for that because there's no way in hell he likes Chelsea. Like, honestly.
But I love her.
No, she is a desperado times 1,000. It's bad. It's bad. It's uncomfy.
Agree to disagree.
it's like cringy. So that's my prediction. I think Zach's going to be like a little cry. That's his name, right? The one who ditched Micah.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Do you think that now like he's going to regret it and come back to their reunion and say, oh, let's give it another try. I made a mistake?
Yeah, I think he's going to just be like kind of like whiny and grovelly and like, I don't know.
I was just confused because they always were so sad to leave each other and miss
each
other and love each other. And then he said he couldn't picture her as a mother or as his wife. I'm like, what am I missing here? No. This is why girls get confused.
So first of all, that comment was brutal. But what I couldn't get over is the fact that he didn't say I do. And he was forging a ring for her. Like when he was with all of his guys, he's all, I forged this beautiful ring for her this morning. It's like, okay, I'm not going to pretend to know what forging means, but I think it means like whittled or something.
I'm pretty sure you had a boyfriend that whittled you a ring. So
I did.
I'm like, wait, you should
but like, that's what I mean.
That.
But that's what I mean. It's like the effort and the output for that to then not even like see it through. I don't know. But anyway, so we're getting ready for the reunion.
Okay.
But the majority of this I got from Trader Joe's. I'm going to walk you guys through some of the ingredients as we build this. My sister's like a professional hostess, event planner, charcuterie board maker, so I know I'm gonna get roasted for some of the lack of ingredients I have here, but whatever, we're gonna make do. And like, look, I hid this behind the cracker box. I know. Oh yeah, cheers.
Speaking of which,
what?
Can we get maybe? Do you have any green straws or anything that's a little more earth friendly?
Okay. Everybody likes a bendy straw, but yes, I do. Okay. But okay, well, you can see we're already off to a great start. We're off to a great start here.
Plastic straw.
Okay, so what do you want me to do with these? Just save the planet. What should I do?
I guess we'll rinse them and reuse.
Oh my God. Okay, let me put them in the sink. God. Ooh, yay. We need to drink out of wood now. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yum. Okay, so let me get some knives first. Okay, so crime-wise, I want to talk to you. Sorry, don't be scared.
Whoa.
I want to talk, we're just going to start cutting these open. Oh, here, I guess let me introduce the ingredients first. So this is a blueberry vanilla, I'm going to say this wrong. It's a goat cheese, but it's a, what's this word? Chèvre?
I don't know how to say that word either,
Chèvre?
Actually.
But I have loved this cheese for years, but warning, it's really messy, and if you like eat it, like it's all in your teeth and like.
So maybe not a first date cheese.
Not a first date cheese. Okay. Brie all day, every day. And
Solid choice.
I don't know if y'all remember this, but I'm gonna just give the people a life hack at home. It sounds really weird, but our cousin taught us this and it is the best. Waffles, put brie and basil on your waffles with syrup. It is so good. Not like spread it all over the whole thing, but like touches here and there with the basil. Oh my God, it's like game changer. Maybe we'll do an episode on that. Then I've never tried this, but I thought we would. It's spicy buffalo cheddar. So I feel like that could be bomb. And prosciutto because hello, duh, that's like the meat that's good. some grapes, some blackberries, the multi-grain cracker, and then
Wow.
I have toddler
Really went
strawberries
all out
that I feel like we can throw
there.
in for
Some
good
nuts.
measure.
Do we have any nuts?
I don't have nuts. I don't have jam. I don't
Honey?
have fig. I was like trying to find those things at Trader Joe's and I could not find them anywhere, which I'm not a Trader Joe's person. I just don't shop there enough. So if you guys know what aisle to find that on in the future, because the only jam I've got right now, which I don't think anybody wants it, is Smucker's.
Okay.
So I don't have, Jeremiah probably does, but I don't even know where it would be. So
Yeah,
we're just gonna make do.
This is good.
Okay, so here, there's your knife. Let's just start cutting these guys open. Okay, so speaking of crime, obviously the Vallow trial is going on right now, and I know you and I have been like talking about that. We talked a little bit about it before we started doing this. I was telling my sister that the pictures of Chad Daybell's house were shown this week, and like, not to shame anybody, but like a little bit of shame.
You needed some decor updates?
Like, I'm talking like, not just like fug, but like, it felt very cult-like. Like in the kitchen, I'm gonna have to pull up these pictures to show you. So in the kitchen, there is his washer and dryer, which is like, not to shame anybody for small spaces either, but like, there's something very cult-like and like, to where if you've ever watched like a documentary about like a Mormon compound, like the FLDS, and you know how like their homes are just set up in a way inside to where it feels dark
Almost
and
like
spooky and like
trapped back in time.
Yes. So like that's what his house was like, and like he had these big like pink wingback chairs with like these crochet doilies over them, and like then in his office it was like one of those roll-up desks with a piano or a keyboard, like just a lot of weird knick-knacky things too. I don't know, it just wasn't my vibe. But anyway, so about that, have you been following the trial, or what do you think about that case in general?
I've been following it. I didn't realize that there were some new updates until I watched listened to your episode, but
Shameless plug, love that.
number one fan. But I will say, I just think I don't get it. I feel like I don't see the attraction to Chad Daybell in any regard.
No.
So like, you really have to sell me on something to get me to even like want to engage in combo.
Well, and the fact that the quote was they were all over each other like hot teenagers.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting. And
Yeah.
like Lori always talked about having like this huge sex drive. I'm like, nobody, like, you're pretty, Lori, you're pretty. Nobody wants that on top of them. No offense, Tammy, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess to me, I just feel like more and more, I just don't understand when people commit these crimes and they make it so obvious and the paper trail's there. I don't understand like what she was thinking behind it.
I mean,
And she was so open with so many people talking about her weird ideologies. And I feel like if I were her friend, I mean, maybe this is a lesson. When things like this are happening, you really take it seriously and try to get them help.
amen. We always say that on 10 to Life. When you see something, say something. Yeah, like, okay, so let me ask you, if I called you, because one of the things that I can't, I know, one of the things that like I can't get over, and I'm not trying to blame Melanie Gibb, Lori's best friend, but like, if I were ever to call you and say, hey, if the police contact you, tell them Theo's with you, what would you say to me, realistically?
I would ask why. I'd ask if you were in trouble, and then I would immediately reach out to our family, and if it was serious enough, probably law enforcement, to try to get Theo into our supervision while we sorted out whatever was maybe going on with you personally, because his safety would be the number one priority. And then
Which is a normal response. You wouldn't be like, sure, okay, and then a few days later, like, regret it. I don't know. I don't know. That bothers me.
Quick charcuterie chat. Okay. Do you have a little dish that we can put these, are we gonna sprinkle, or actually dish for the berries maybe, we can loosely place the grapes, and is this fruit washed?
Okay, the fruit is washed because I have toddlers, so we freshly wash it every single time when we buy it.
Perfect.
A little dish, I'll look.
Okay. We don't need a dish for the grapes, but maybe for the berries, or maybe we just ditch the berries.
You don't like a blackberry?
I mean, I like a blackberry. Let's just sprinkle it on. It'll be cute.
But can we also talk about this? It looks like
no,
a
I know.
turd. Can we cut it to make it look cuter?
Well, also, do you have cheese knives?
No, I don't. So somebody send me some cheese knives. God.
Sounds like
Look, this
I
is
might
the
have
fucking.
needed to bring in some tools.
Okay. It's the Love is Blind reunion. We're not making this for the Grammys. Just chill.
I need another sit to deal with it.
Okay, no, wait, hold on. So what I was saying is that Melanie then realizes something's afoot. I hate that word. And she records that phone call with Lori and Chad, which is also crazy. But yeah, I don't know how, like, I think Lori had to have been brainwashed, not to give her any sort of defense, but to your point, she was openly telling people that her children were zombies and had dark spirits in them, and that the only way to banish that is to kill the body. It's like, it's beyond.
Well, and I think it goes back to also just how many times we've seen cases where people go to the authorities and they do the right thing and express their red flags, and then nothing happens until it's too late. And I mean, you saw with her ex-husband, he went to the police and said, I'm worried about my child's safety, and she's talking about using her powers, and for that to get kind of brushed off, it's another infuriating situation.
This is so ugly, whatever I'm doing. I agree. What
I
other?
like a good salami rose too.
You know what? I haven't made the rose, but I almost bought salami, but something held me back. I don't know what it was.
I'm shocked. I feel like you're a salami guy.
I am, especially on a turkey sandwich. I mean, game over.
And if I'm being honest, I'm kind of surprised that you don't have string cheese on this.
I have string cheese in the fridge.
Like this, that I feel like that's.
But I feel like that looks a little like bootleg. No.
Well, are we serving this to other people, or is this just
No,
for
this is just for us, which is why I don't see what your like hype is about the cheese knives and the dishes.
Sure, we'll just use this.
I can't use like a butter knife.
So I almost got you a cutting board. Shoot, I have to remember what it says. Oh, I felt like it would be fitting for you.
What?
It's a cutting. Well, actually, I did get you this cutting board.
Yeah.
As your trusted agent, but also the one I was gonna
Realtor, best realtor in OC.
But no, it said if you can't eat them, or if you can't beat them, eat them, or something.
Ew, like
It was a
Jeffrey Dahmer. God, please don't get me
I
that.
saw that on Etsy.
God.
This could be a heartwarming Christmas gift for Annie
Yeah,
Lee.
yeah, jeez. What other cases have you been watching right now? I don't think we've ever talked about the Letitia Stout case, so I'm guessing you don't follow that.
No, but I need to catch up.
Yeah, that's a doozy.
But one that I just watched that was upsetting, and kind of to my point earlier, was the Lauren McCluskey case. Are you familiar with that?
No.
She was a college student, and it was actually covered last week that I saw it.
Wait, where did she live? Maybe I've heard of it, but I don't know the
I
details.
should know this because she played on the track team.
I think I may have heard about it, but I don't know what happened.
Basically, she had a boyfriend that was stalking her, and she told her parents, and I mean, he was one of those guys, you know, blowing up your phone, doesn't want you going out with friends, and they were only going out for a short period of time. He did not go to school. I believe he was older, and so she contacted campus police, she contacted the police department directly, her parents did, and basically not a whole lot was done because he hadn't done anything yet, and then he ended up sneaking into the school, into her dorm, and kidnapping her. And
Oh my God.
killing her.
And he was like, sorry, did I miss? He was student age
He
as
wasn't
well?
a student,
But, like, young?
He basically would just chit chat with the guys in the dorm, and so they trusted him, and so he'd be like, hey, can you let me in? Lauren's not here, and they would like pop the door open for him. And there were so many occasions where she found him following her or doing something and would report it, and she was even on the phone with them as early as that morning, and he was following her, and they caught it all on campus cameras.
Wow, that's really scary. You said it was on 2020?
Yeah, I was on 2020 last week.
Wow,
Really
I need
sad.
to watch that. That is really sad. There was another not similar to that exact story, but I just recorded a video on it. It'll be out soon. The Nikki Amorano. I'm going to say the last name
What
incorrectly.
do you think about that?
Well,
Which actually
tune
kinda-
into my video this week on 10 to Life to see. No, just kidding. You know, I think that there are elements of truth there, but I think there are also certain things that to me just don't necessarily add up. I think I may have told you in the past, like the bathtub thing makes no sense to me with the
computer,
yeah,
right?
with the laptop in the bathroom or in the bathtub. There's certain things that are just kind of like, I think that maybe there was some sort of like physical disputes happening, but I don't know if that's what caused her to then kill him, like if it was in that moment or if it was more of like a retaliation kind of thing, you know, and like planned out. I honestly don't know, but that's.
Look what's left out.
Well, I mean, the board's open. I think we could work it in a little
Should we
bit.
just sprinkle them?
Yeah, and I think we still need we need like a cracker swirl right here because we only have these two.
Cracker swirl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you give me a little
Sure.
a cracker curve?
Sure.
Cracker curve. No, so I need to actually fill you in on the Letitia case because it's crazy. But what other one was I going to ask you about? The first one I think you and I ever covered together was Vanessa Guillen, and that was when we were in Palm Springs, and we were getting, I think, a little lit on that live stream. It was summertime.
Guilty. Yeah, it was also like 100 degrees. It was.
I know.
July.
It was so hot.
There's your swirl. Are you happy?
That's definitely not what I was envisioning. Hold on. I was thinking the opposite way, like protect it on the inside. Protect the cracker. Yeah, like swirl it around.
Who's the critical one now? Anything else?
I feel like
the brie looks a little just plopped.
It does. Should we cut it?
Well, if we had a cheese knife.
And I can't use this, otherwise it's gonna look tie-dye. I just feel like we need a splash of color. Let me see.
You know, it could be cute if we just put.
Oh, I like it better how you had it like that.
Okay.
Is that stupid?
I mean, I
not the
think
best.
for what we were working with, this looks a lot better.
Look, I just have to say, if you're not on TikTok yet, guys, get on it just for the material for Love is Blind. It is just, it'll like make you literally like turn in half crying, laughing. You're gonna kill me. I hate the way this looks now.
I hated it from the beginning, honestly. And what was with the berry on top?
I don't know. Okay, what else? I don't know what we have true crime. But actually, I have a question for all of you guys. If you do watch 10 to Life, should my sister, I was going to call you Bosch and Pow Pow, those are her nicknames. Should Amy join me more on either the podcast or 10 to Life? I think she should. I think she should be a good guest.
Fun.
I know, it'll be really fun. We'll just talk about everything.
I'm in.
She's coming with me this week to record one of the episodes of Serialously, where we are going to have a super special guest on.
So excited.
And I am so excited. It's one of Amy and I's favorite podcasters and comedians.
I think I introduced you.
You did.
You
did. I never. I
introduced you to true crime. All your special guests.
True. You know
to
what?
Charcuterie.
I should be giving you a commission. Why is this so grape heavy?
Okay.
Like,
why do I keep getting claimed? And this was more sporadic.
I'm not trying to blame you.
This looks stupid.
It does look so stupid. Well, okay, and that looks better.
I don't know. I was thinking like a fruit medley.
Okay, actually, I kind of do like that.
I don't know, a splash of color.
We like that. Okay. You know what I do wish we did have?
So I'd say don't follow us for charcuterie tips.
I don't know. We're going to flip this around and it's going to look pretty good. You know what we should have on this?
What?
You're going to punch me.
Probably.
Nuts.
No, I know.
Like
good
warm
salty
cashews
nut, yeah.
or something.
Okay.
Speaking of salty nuts, if you have any eligible bachelors 37 years of age or older with a stable career, a good personality, and no baggage, this one is now taking applications.
Wow, shameless plug.
So leave your information in the comments, guys, or email 10tolifeinfo@gmail.com with your man's resume. Seriously, and maybe he'll get one of these whipped up for you.
Yeah, lucky.
Or maybe
lucky
then
guy.
now everybody's unsending the message.
Great.
All right, let's turn this baby around and see how we did. What if I was like, look, guys, and it all fell off? Let me move all this trash.
Oh, God. Sorry, I messed
What
with
are
your
you?
swirl.
What are you doing?
Because that looks better towards the camera.
Not with this like poo hole. I need to flip this around. Hold on.
Oh yeah, see.
Yeah, you're right. We need to see the exposed cheese.
I mean, now look at that.
All right, guys, give this board a rating, 0 to 10. 0 to 10. What would you rate this?
Like a 4 or 5.
Damn, that's rough. I was gonna say at least a solid
Okay.
7. Chuck, we're gonna ask Chuck, what would you rate this?
Let me see.
Okay.
Well, okay, you have to also say who's the audience. Like if you're trying to surprise your in-laws for the first
No,
time.
this is for a Love is Blind reunion
Yeah,
where we're just
okay,
gonna be
then
like
like a
munching.
7.
You guys should have cut this up differently. That looks crazy.
Oh, and who was in charge of that?
The fact that I even bought this cheese was probably a bad idea.
This cutting is nuts. There's no nuts. I give it like a 5.5.
Okay.
For sure.
I mean, it's not horrible, but I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I really want to eat is the brie and the
quit your day
prosciutto.
job.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
All right. Well, this was kind of an epic fail.
No, actually,
I wonder.
I think it
Let's
looks good.
let's
I'm
try
kinda
this
hungry.
cheese. Can you try the buffalo and tell me if it's good or not? I'm scared. You don't seem very
It's good. I feel
enthusiastic.
like I need a glass of water.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning into another episode of the Annie Elise Diaries. Let us know what you would give this board. Oh, really trying to choke that down, aren't you? Let us know the rating that you would give for this board, and also send us your men for Amy.
Okay.
Let me know if Amy should be on the true crime more, and yeah, let us know what you think about Love is Blind. Sorry, I kind of went so hard and got petty there for a minute. When I'm with my sister, a different Annie comes out.
Brings out your natural side.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
This wooden straw, disgusting. Also, if you're not following the new special Annie Elise Diaries Instagram, make sure to go check that out. I will link it in the description, and I will see you soon for another episode. Also, last plug, go check out my new podcast. We are officially today number 4 on the charts
Ooh, that
for true
deserves a
crime,
cheers.
and number 20 out of all categories in America. So check it out. It's called Serialously. All right, bye.